Chapter 45. The Hero's Tale. Madison's mood was dark as she sat on the bridge of the Los Angeles and worried about Daniel. Ryan and 316 were trying to distract her, but had so far failed. "We should talk about you going through my wallet," Ryan said to 316. "Yes, we should," agreed 316. "Your security is very poor. I took it from you while you slept." He made a tisk-tisk, clicking sound of disapproval. Madison continued to stare at the horizon. "Ryan, are you having an affair with Natalie?" asked 316. "Do you have feelings for her?" "No," said Ryan with genuine surprise. "Why would you say that?" "You keep her phone number by your buttocks," said 316. "It is possible that you do this because you have feelings for her." "No, that's ridiculous. She's a friend, that's all." "Ridiculous?" said 316. "Why would that be ridiculous, Ryan?" 316 had posed the question to Ryan, but he was looking at Madison. She turned to face him and smiled. "Madison, I sense this is a topic that upsets Ryan, so I will change the subject. Shall I share my opinions on the relative qualities of genre fiction? I especially like adaptations on the hero's tale." He searched their faces for recognition. "The Raglan mythotype?" Madison and Ryan glanced at each other and shrugged. 316 pressed on. "Perseus? Achilles? Odysseus? King Arthur? We've heard of them, but I don't really know the stories very well," Ryan said tentatively. "No matter," 316 said and continued. "Lord Raglan from your world says that the hero archetype has 22 characteristics that distinguish them from mortals. It's a fascinating pattern. A hero's tale must contain a hero, and to qualify as a hero, he must score at least 15 out of 22 on the Raglan scale. I will list all 22 characteristics and rank myself against Ryan to see which of us is more heroic." Madison was a little irritated that she hadn't been considered for the part of the hero, but she was curious about how this would unfold. 316 began in a formal tone. "Number 1. Ryan, was your mother a royal virgin?" "Are we really doing this?" Ryan looked to Madison for support. She laughed. "Go on, I want to hear the answer." "My own mother was prone to exaggeration," 316 said, "but I do not think even she would claim to have been a royal or a virgin at my birth. So, I will not claim that point. Ryan?" "No, my mother wasn't a royal virgin," said Ryan flatly. "Very well. The score is 0-0. Will you please keep score, Madison?" "Why not?" she said. Number 2. Ryan, was your father a king? "Can you just put me down as a no for all of these?" "That is a no for Ryan," 316 said, "and I think I will say yes, since my father was a tyrant, and that loosely translates to ruler." "A strict father doesn't make you a prince," Ryan complained. "I'll accept it," said Madison officially. "The score is 1-0. Number 3. Ryan, were your mother and father related? Tell the truth. There is no shame in it." Madison laughed and Ryan frowned. "No," said Ryan firmly. "My family tree forks in the usual way. Thank you very much." 316 laughed. "I have to admit, I was stretching with the previous answer, but I am on solid ground here. My parents were second cousins." "Ryan is down by 2 now," said Madison in a sports announcer voice. "Number 4, began 316. "Oh, look, we're over land," Madison interrupted and pointed through the front windscreen at the patchy grassland below. The grass was tall and yellow, but the distant horizon had a hint of green. Number 4. Ryan, was your conception unusual in any way? Ryan slowly raised his eyebrows. As a matter of fact, the ship lurched upward as they encountered a sudden headwind. 316 compensated, but their speed had slowed by 50 miles per hour. "What was that?" asked Madison, with concern creeping into her voice. "Clear air turbulence," 316 said. There is a storm ahead of us. We can either go around it or over it. One is safe and the other is fast. A hero would choose fast. So, I will go over it. The ship's nose shot upward, and all three of them were pressed firmly against the backs of their chairs as the Los Angeles rose to a 45-degree angle. The storm's maximum altitude is 40,000 feet. We can go that high, but I will need to sequester some of the gas so that we do not explode and fall to our deaths, 316 explained without concern and turned his attention back to their contest. Ryan, you were about to tell us about your conception. Yeah, I was conceived in vitro. Madison looked surprised. I didn't know that, so was Daniel. You are not going to give him credit for that, are you? Pleaded 316. That counts, said Madison firmly. The score is 2-1. Ryan is coming back strong in the first quarter. I protest, 316 said. That technology is commonplace. I emphasize common. Protest noted, she said. I take it there was nothing unusual about your conception? No? Shall we move on? These next 6 are ridiculous. So, I will lump them together. Ryan, was your father a god? And did someone try to kill you in your sleep? And were you taken away and raised by foster parents only to return years later? The ship was shaking steadily like a vibrating bed in a cheap motel. Ryan's answer came out in a bumpy, "No, none of that happened." Nor to me. The score remains the same, number 11. Have you ever fought a king, a giant, a dragon, or a wild beast? This one is easy. Who has not fought a wild beast? I haven't, said Ryan flatly, but I defeated a dragon in a video game once. I'll accept that, said Madison slowly, as if presiding over a murder trial. What is a video game? 316 asked. Is it the name of a forest? I battled my beast in a forest. We do not have dragons in my world. My beast was a pig. Ryan treated 316 to a condescending grin. It's a game played on a computer, Madison explained. He was a very foul-tempered pig, said 316 defensively. Not as foul as my dragon, I'll bet, argued Ryan. At least my beast was real, quipped 316. Did it fly and breathe fire? Asked Ryan sarcastically. 316 didn't answer. That's what I thought, said Ryan smugly.